So John, since I was your co-RD for 2 years, I know every time we interacted with students, you and students had a lot of issues or questions about alumni collaboration and how they would, help the chapter. And it's hard for them to basically get alumni feedback or anything from alumni. Uh, and I know you like to answer those. And could you maybe give us your snips or a piece of advice that you think really works out for a lot of our chapters?
Yeah, so I guess what I would say, again, before working as helping as an RD, I was volunteering with the National Alumni Association. Uh, and the feedback I always get from students is, why aren't alumni engaging us? And on the flip side, though, what I always hear from alumni is, I wish students would engage with me more often, which is an interesting dichotomy of the two. Um, my biggest advice I would give students is alumni do want to help, but they do want to know how they can help. So rather than saying, "Hey, can you give me $1,000?" It's probably more beneficial for you to say, we want to do our first career fair. Is there any way that I see that you work at this company, you'd be awesome to help out? Is there a way you can give some advice on what you look for when you're recruiting people? Something personally that my chapter did after I graduated is as an alumni, I received a very nice professional mailing because they decided that they wanted to get a larger house. And it was very well done. I could see directly what was going to happen with my money, and it made conversations around that topic a lot better. In fact, that's something I've shown to other students along the way as some very good alumni engagement. Um, so that would be my big one pointer I would give is make sure that rather than just engage alumni saying, "Hi, we exist," say, "Hi, we exist. This is what we're doing. Here's four different ways you can directly help us out, and here's why each one of these matter."
Yeah.
Yep. It's actually funny that you mentioned something like that because I was thinking of something else more along the lines of for example, like something that recently happened. So I have another brother who was reached out to that I somehow got pulled into as well. But because you know how they're coming into like rush season or are currently or have already done it. So, so someone who interned for one of our brother's companies happened to reach out to them to see if they wanted to come over to like their info night session as like an alumni to kind of talk, right? And that was like really interesting because that's like that doesn't happen often, I feel like, if especially like as alumni get older, we don't get reached out to come out to like certain things like that. So that'd probably be pretty cool to see as well, especially like for alumni that get older to be able to still be involved in that way. Even like just not just like the monetary stuff, because sure, give some money, but kind of want to do other things besides just give money, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting. It's like funny that that came up. So
I actually had a recent conversation with one of my chapters. They lost a scholarship. Sorry, they lost a sponsorship from one of their big sponsors, and we're trying to brainstorm a couple ideas. And it's also good sometimes to tell your alumni how your chapter is struggling sometimes. It's good to tell them, the good stuff and how great your chapter is, but it's also sometimes essential, in my opinion, that you tell them about what things your chapter is struggling in, and maybe those alumni would help you in those issues, or maybe they'd have ideas that they've struggled with in the past that would help you with those. So
Yeah,